And welcome to the Weekly Roundup, giving you the latest and, in our humble but always correct opinions, the greatest news for you and your eardrums. I'm one of your co-hosts, Dustin, host of Drama Digest, joining with me here in the studio today.
Vince Vibes giving you the daily wrap.
Steven with Football Focus.
And Anthony with Showbiz Spotlight.
All right, well, thanks for checking in, guys. First episode of the week, as usual. So what have you guys been up to for this past weekend? How's everybody feeling?
Good.
I'm feeling pretty alright. You know, another losses in the A column. So nothing to write home about there.
Hate to hear it.
Yes. Crazy story, y'all, that I haven't told y'all, but Friday I was supposed to go see Ian, right?
Oh, yeah.
What
Did you not
happened?
go?
The guy that I was supposed to go with ghosted me.
Dang.
Literally, when a guy ghosts you.
Literally, he sent me the money back.
Oh, that's
So that's what I'm gonna be using for a little bit. But so it's a catch-22. But I Ubered out to the place in Brandon. You know, and
out in my neck of the woods.
Right, I should have called you.
You should have just called me.
You should have called him. He didn't call him.
He didn't call me.
He
ghosted me.
We're not friends here. We're just acquaintances.
And Bass Pro Shop out there.
Oh, the Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop.
The Bass Pro
There's
Shop.
a Top Golf over there.
Top Golf.
Oh,
That area. I don't know how.
Dustin's
far.
stomping grounds, apparently.
It's my neck of the woods.
It is your neck of the woods. I should have called anyway. So I take the Uber out there and I get lost. You know, he doesn't answer my calls, doesn't answer my texts. He tells me his apartment's unlocked. He gives me the apartment number and everything, right?
This is so strange.
I know, but guess what? All the buildings have the same apartment numbers.
How does that work?
Oh.
Now, who is this guy? How'd you meet this guy?
This is the crazy thing. We've been friends for 2 years. We've been to shows together. We went to Ken Carson in July together, and it's kind of a crazy turn of events to see how he just suddenly goes to me like that.
On you.
Switched up.
Now, have you heard from him since?
Well, he gave him the money back.
He gave me he chimed me the money, and since then I haven't heard from him. He hasn't answered my texts, my calls, but he left me on red, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the ultimate kick to the face.
Ooh, yeah.
I
I think he's just not that into you.
I think we might have to find him.
Well, if you're listening right now, which you're probably not.
Well, you know where he lives, just not which apartment.
I know where he lives
How
and
many
his
buildings were
apartment.
there?
There's 6.
Okay, well, there's 4 of us. So if we each go and stand at one of the apartment numbers, we'll probably catch him.
Hey, there you go. That's a 1 and
That's a 4 in 6
4 in
chance.
6 chance.
Also
yeah.
known as could be
Very probable
2/3.
to happen.
2/3.
There you go.
You hit that on a parlay, you get your money back.
That's very
You
true.
get that on your money. You
But,
do
you
get
know,
your money back.
The important thing to take away is now you can use that money on more parlays. So in the end, this was actually a good.
Yes, I can fumble. I can.
You can fumble the bag.
I can fumble the bag and fuel.
Just like you did with that guy, am I right? No, I'm kidding.
Bruh, happily taken for 4 years with a lovely woman. It was like I said, it was friends.
I lost the plot there for a second.
Same here.
Anyway, Steven, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing, Steve?
Incredible. Saw some incredible games. At least what I could. Got some family over from Puerto Rico.
Oh, very fun.
And hopefully this Thanksgiving will be good. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving episode.
It is our Thanksgiving episode. We kind of lost it there.
I'll run it back in.
The tangent there with that story.
One thing we're all thankful for here is friends who call us back.
Yes, friends who call us back, and friends who don't call us back. We're not very.
We're thankful for them not calling because they're showing themselves out.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
they're
very
calling
true.
themselves out easily.
But so that my weekend wasn't really good. But I'm glad to hear your weekend was good, Steven. How was your weekend?
That was fine. Nothing happened. That was a typical weekend for me.
Just
A whole lot of nothing.
He just worked.
Just work.
Just work.
They won't let me leave.
They won't let you leave. You were supposed to play.
There's a secret word you can say, and they'll make you leave.
Right. We were supposed to play Fortnite last night, ladies and gentlemen, but I thought Anthony was gonna get home at a respectable time. He works a 9 to 5, but I assumed he worked a 9 to 5. But he calls the group chat at 10:36, and I was already fast asleep in my bed getting ready for this show.
I was gonna say because you're making it sound like I'm the bad guy here, but 3 out of the 4 of us showed up.
Even me, and I love sleeping.
Listen, I was catching up on my sleep. Like I said, a tough weekend, tough Monday. I needed the rest. I needed the slumber.
All right.
The sleep's the only thing he enjoys anymore.
Exactly, it's the only thing that keeps me
Sane.
Sane. Yeah, that's the word.
All right, guys. Well, I had a pretty good week too. What I've really been looking forward to, though, all week is to let everybody know that you're listening to the Weekly Roundup here on Hawk Radio at Primo Stream. What do we do with that .com?
You throw it away.
Throw it away?
Yeah, you
don't
throw it
include
away.
it. What do I do with
burn
it then?
it.
I can burn it.
Burn it. Eat it to someone.
You're right.
Slap someone with it. I don't know. What you prefer to
Add it
do.
to a party when
like a
Vincent doesn't
fish.
show up.
Also,
You're right. And if I ever see that guy again, me and him are gonna squabble up. But here's a squabble
I hate
by
everything
Kendrick
he does.
Lamar. And we're back, and welcome to Daily Rap, ladies and gentlemen. And you just heard a taste of what we're talking about strictly today, which was Kendrick Lamar's surprise new album, GNX, which dropped on noon of Friday, November 22nd. This is his 6th full-length album, and is a follow-up to his 2022 Grammy-winning album, Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale, I actually went to that tour. This is one of my favorite projects, if not my favorite project of 2022. And GNX is a really, really good project. Now, I would even go to say it's more of a mixtape. It feels like Kendrick took his appreciation for West Coast and put it into an entire album. Everyone who's featured on this project is West Coast rappers. It's not a lot of smaller names. He was giving a lot of credit to smaller names on this project. And has production from Jack Antonoff, which is Taylor Swift's main producer.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mustard.
That's what it takes to get a response out of us.
I know.
She likes some up and coming or something.
I think she's up and coming. I know Steven's favorite artist is Tay-Tay Swift to the Dizzle.
No. Ever since they ruined football for me, no.
Ruined football.
Every time I see that, Bucks versus Chiefs, Swift. God help me.
Remember at the end of the Super Bowl, the guys are like, and how about that relationship? Sir, talk about the trophy, please.
Right.
God.
Which one? But anyways.
No comment.
Anyways, even before this, Lamar was already on a roll, as y'all know. He had a back and forth with Drake, which started off this show, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. It was our first main story on this show, Nostalgic Vibes, for any long-time listeners of Weekly Roundup out there.
Shout out to you, Sarah.
Shout out to you, Sarah.
Sarah, live your life.
And Julian and Sam from Dale Mabry campus, from being day ones here. But anyways, and then on June, he had his Kendrick Lamar and Friends tour where he played Not Like Us like 10 times there, over and over, and everyone did not lose interest at all. So that kind of showed you who won.
That situation right there.
That situation right then and there. And then in September, we also talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, but Kendrick Lamar will return to the Super Bowl stage as he took it from Lil Wayne.
Took it.
Did he take it? Was Wayne already selected, and then they said we're not doing Wayne. We're on
Well,
Kendrick
it wasn't so much taken, but Wayne has been wanting that Super Bowl for a long time because it's gonna be in his hometown.
I know.
And I know. And
that's the point of contention.
yeah, but but as you know, that did not happen, and went to Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick Lamar even made a statement about this in one of the tracks in GNX. He brings up on Whacked Out Murals, the first song of the project, that his hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I caught on that too. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he really stole it.
I don't know. Well,
That's one outperformed the other at the end of the day.
I mean,
That's the kind of Wayne.
have you seen a Wayne performance? I mean,
We talked about this last
I
time.
know.
And that's the point I'm making. And if they were going to pick him, they had every other year.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way he should absolutely be there. I don't think he should headline the halftime show. I don't. Maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe, but not now.
That's a good point. They've always got a bunch of different acts.
Like, that's classic, y'all. But no, I get what you're saying. Kendrick Lamar is obviously the hottest rapper in the game right now, and you know, the one who's making all the hits.
He's making waves.
He's making waves, making hits. You know, Tyler is probably the only one I would say right now who's
That's kind of competing in a way.
competing right now. Him and Chromacopia are battling for #1 right now. Chromacopia has been #1 on the Billboard charts since it came out on October 28th, which we have talked about more in depth on previous shows. But Kendrick Lamar's GNX is a really good project. I would advise y'all to check it out. And there's some more drama between Kendrick and Drake, but we're gonna leave that more to Drama Digest.
It's going to be hard to digest all of this drama.
It is gonna be hard to digest all of this drama later on. But how do you feel about Kendrick Lamar's new project, guys?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was a nice digestible size too. I listened to it just like while I was doing stuff around the house. It wasn't like 50 songs I had to get through or anything.
Right.
So it was a good time.
It was a good time. How about you, Anthony?
You know how I like it, but I don't know the name of the song.
Well, we're actually going to be playing it soon here, so hold that thought. What about you, Steven?
If he plays his cards right, this would maybe become #1. I'm gonna be honest.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's big words from Steven.
I know you don't have it in your notes. Do you have any idea what GNX even stands for?
GNX was the model of Buick his dad took him home in when after his mom gave birth of Kendrick Lamar.
Imagine knowing that kind of lore about yourself.
I was waiting for you to be like, man, you're putting me on the spot here.
No,
he pulled that out of the ether.
I actually do know.
He's got a supercomputer.
You thought you could get me. No.
One of these days we will.
No, I look like a fool.
But yeah, so that was the car that his dad took him home in. And so it has a lot of meaning to him, obviously. And the track you were talking about, and the track that we're going to be playing next is produced by Mustard, as y'all know. And this is TV Off by Kendrick Lamar featuring Lefty Gunplay.
Okay.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And
now it looks like it's time for...
I forgot to say...
Where are we?
If you wanted to find us, you can find us at hotradio.primostream. Take that.com and throw it in the trash, you know.
Throw it trash, burn it like I mentioned before. Hit someone with an, I don't know, whatever you prefer to
Right. Throw it to the trash like the Philadelphia Eagles did the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, that's a good segue into our next segment. Take it away, Steven.
Can you smell what the football? There's been cooking. Oh my God, week 12. what was an incredible week, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get forward, disclaimer, all information that we are using for this segment is from not only NFL.com, but from Fox Sports for its game stats, game-to-game play, and other information. And let's talk about something crazy before we jump in. Eagles whooped the Rams, but we got the Bucks coming back. Mike Evans is back.
Whoa.
From that still questionable injury. Also, Daniel Jones been removed from the New York Giants, and Tommy DeVito is returned again, but still wasn't enough to beat the Buccaneers 30-7. Bucks won.
Let's go.
30-7.
30-7.
Oh God.
Yeah. New York Giants did not went up against.
I remember I watched the fans leave the stadium in the fourth quarter because they played in New York.
Dude, that was so funny.
Yes, it was pretty funny. And man, that was an absolute destruction.
Finally we're playing good football.
Back in the win
What do you think,
column.
Steven? Can we still make it into the playoffs this year?
Well, right now it's gonna be some easy teams in a way. So
we're
for
second
now.
in the division.
Yeah.
And y'all have Mike Evans back, so there
Yeah.
you go.
So
And
it's gonna go crazy.
It looks like maybe Baker's he's all picked out. Maybe he's done throwing picks. We got none this week.
but
I
also
think,
no touchdowns from him. No thrown touchdowns.
He doesn't need them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe,
The only touchdown he ever got,
I think those two things
and I
might be
was thinking
connected.
about adding it was the rushing touchdown that he did.
Yep.
Bro, that clip of him, he was doing the DeVito
Every
thing.
time I don't bet on a quarterback to have a rushing touchdown, they get one.
They get one.
I do
That's
bet
so
a rushing
sad.
quarterback.
it's tough.
It's tough.
It's real tough.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jalen
it's
Hurts, I'm
tough
talking to
here.
you.
I'm talking to you, Jalen. Oh man, but give us some other stats from that game.
All right, we got Bucky Irvin running back, and we got Tyrone Tracy Jr. You can see Carr. Bucky got freaking 12. Tyrone got 9 yards difference. They really went out up against each other. And not up against each other, but they tried to outperform the other. But
Right.
overall, Bucky kind of did a little bit more better than Tyrone at the end of the day. And we got receiving Mike Evans returning from his hamstring injury, and Malik
Neighbors, yeah.
thank you.
But see, he didn't even get targeted on the first half, so that's all in the second half. 9 targets.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors has not been treated well down there in New York.
Yeah.
As y'all know, Daniel Jones did get released right before this game. Daniel Jones was the guy that
And I was surprised that New York was going to do that.
Well, Daniel Jones asked for his release.
I knew that.
I think it was a sign of respect toward both sides. Daniel Jones has played New York football since before even Eli Manning retired, and he's been with the organization since they drafted him, and
I knew this bit of detail.
I didn't realize it was that old.
yeah, he is old. He's been in the league since 2018.
Oh, wow.
So Daniel Jones has had a long time to prove something. Obviously, they paid him a big contract, so they thought they had something.
They thought they had your star quarterback, but they didn't.
And he was 3-13 in the games he played since they paid his contract of $58 million.
Of course, that's
For 3
afterwards.
years.
Afterwards, they put in Tommy DeVito. Even that wasn't enough to really to help for New York Giants. In my opinion, I feel like the problem for them is not the quarterbacks. For me, it feels like it's been coaching. Like coaching, they don't understand right there and then, especially all that.
Well, so Brian Dable kind of comes from that Belichick coaching tree of that the hard head coaches, very disciplined, very to a structure. We're gonna do things my way.
If not the highway, all that.
Right.
Yeah, that type of stuff. I understand that.
So he still runs a very old school mind coach style there in New York, and obviously some people aren't gonna like that.
Yep. The city of New York really are hating them right now.
The city of New York.
Even when the players even semi call him out. Like it's not the quarterback. It's like hence why I reference him.
Malik Neighbors
Malik
said
himself literally said it.
But on to Sunday night's game.
A game that even every average Philadelphia fan will be happy. Eagles versus Rams. 37-20. Eagles won, of course. I feel like, I'm going to be honest, Jalen Hurts, I feel like he's not rushing much, in my opinion.
Right.
But he doesn't need to rush at all because he got, of course, Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley's taking up all the yards.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. He had 255 yards.
No, that is the most impressive.
What's the record now in the Pauliani era?
We're 7-0 in the
7-0. Guys, it's a little
Pauliani,
fucking
man.
chilly today.
He brought the Philly blanket.
It's a little chilly.
I still don't have a jersey.
Dang.
So I have a blanket.
Now, for those of us who are not watching on a podcast format of this and are listening on air, Anthony has again draped himself in a blanket, a Philadelphia Eagles blanket. He's swaddled in it like a
I don't know what I'm doing. I got this. I got a Phillies hat on, some funny-looking glasses.
I always
reminds me of what's it, Tiny Wizard or Baby Wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, that little thing on TikTok.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I don't know either.
I feel bad if y'all at home don't know what they're talking
So
about.
uncultured.
Commercial, the meme.
But
you Julian,
us here,
shout out to Julian.
we have 2 Eagles fans here in studio, and man, we've been
Y'all been killing it.
We've been
I'm gonna be
killing
honest.
it.
Ever since Nick Sirianni cut his hair, I guess he was blessed by the football guy.
Yeah,
like,
right.
let's do this.
We have
a
to
reverse
protect
Samson.
Saquon Barkley at all costs.
Oh yeah.
we do have to protect Saquon at all costs. If Saquon gets injured, right, the season as over. But Saquon has literally carried our team to a big amount. A.J. Brown also caught a touchdown in that game.
Oh, yeah.
I love A.J. Brown, but Saquon was definitely the definitive answer.
At the end of the day,
Sunday
Saquon, and again, I'm gonna keep saying this to this very day. Thank God he's in Philly in a way. At the end of, don't look at me, boy. Don't look at me like that. Is he honest? At least
something treasonous again, but I'll let you go ahead.
Boy, please. At least he's he's being respected. I don't care what city he would have ended up in. At least he was respected. In New York, the organization never even respect him. There were some people say that he was faking injuries.
Why couldn't he come here?
That would be great. I would be honest. That would be incredible. But
speaking of injuries, he lost Brandon Graham.
He chose Philly. He signed up with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's his choice.
Everybody makes mistakes, and it's never too late to correct them.
Yeah, I mean.
But at the end of the day, ever since
team.
he's been in Philadelphia, he's been showing his like all-out potential, like what he wanted to do in the Giants that he could have done in the Giants, and I'm happy. And in the end of the day, I'm happy.
Right. So whenever the Eagles win now, the Giants lose especially bad.
especially every New York Giants fan, I'm like, is he injured?
They get a constant reminder that Saquon is no longer
with them.
on the New York Giants. Another NFC East game.
I don't want to even. I hate this name. I don't want to say their name.
They're America's team, though.
They're America's team.
Your mother.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ. Calling my
goodness.
mother out. Shout out to my mom. Love it.
Shout out to Anthony's mom.
My mom hates the Cowboys too.
Shout out to Dustin's mom. We all appreciate
Dallas
the Cowboy
Cowboys
hater.
versus Commanders, and for once I can't be. I'll say this: the Cowboys won. For once, every Cowboy fan can say, what's that stupid saying they kept on saying?
Yeehaw!
No, it was something else.
Here we go.
Giddy up.
No, that's Dax Hunt.
The Alamo. I don't know.
It was. How about the Cowboys?
Oh, how about
Dak.
We the boys.
Jesus.
Oh my
freaking
goodness.
Christ.
Sorry for anyone's eardrums. Let's add that.
Forgive me. I have a
moment.
really incredible loud voice.
Yes, you do, Steven. And
But
that's
I'm
why
proud
we
of it.
appreciate you and want you have you on our show. You know, us as a team. It wouldn't work without your loud voice, Steven.
We're a better team than the Dallas Cowboys.
We are a better team than the Dallas Cowboys.
They finally got a win.
But they did win.
Which we don't do on this show.
We win every single week.
Maybe in
Mentally.
spirit,
In
but
spirit and mentally.
not in the games we play. Not in the parlays we
Parlays.
partake
Hey, I
in.
don't do parlays, so I'm happy at the end.
Well, you
Well-
never know. You might win some if you did.
I mean, you know, a gambler
Would it kill
only
you?
quits
I'll tell you what.
right before he's about to win.
I know how you can gamble for free. I'll get you some free money.
There you go. You know, if you use our code on Prize Picks, you
And that goes out
can.
to the listeners.
Wait, is that
not a sponsor.
sponsorship?
Not a sponsor.
But they could be. Price
They-
Picks.
Hey, who knows? Price Pick. Pick us. We might go crazy.
Weekly Roundup podcast coming soon.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Oh man, but give us some stats from this game. You know, the Commanders are kind of frauds.
Yeah, they're kind of like slowly. Like in the beginning, they were like good. Now they're just like going down. Actually, the funny part, they almost done almost another Hail Mary, but failed miserably. And I'm like, bro, I saw that clip. And I'm like, dang. Well, it is
That
what
was
it is.
their
though.
game to lose. How do you get it? How does it go so wrong for the Commanders?
Yeah. But some stats here we got Cooper Rush and Jaden Daniels. Cooper Rush got 4 yards, 247, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. For Jaden Daniels, he has 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So you can really see the difference right there and then.
They also missed field goals too.
They
Right?
missed.
Commanders-
Also, yeah, that was what costed them the game.
Mhm.
They scored and they missed that extra point. They could have tied up the game.
Yeah, and make it to overtime, simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever that stupid coin flips, and whatever, they could have won or lost either way. That was like the overtime's always a stupid 50-50 situation. I hate it.
It is. But you know, the rushing attack didn't really get going too much for
Yeah.
either team. Austin Eckler actually got hurt on a nasty play near the end of the game. He got rocked pretty hard.
Yep.
He didn't get up. Speaking of Steven's concussion talk of last week, you know, it's very important just to realize that football is a very dangerous sport. And Austin Eckler, we do not have words on how he is still. But hopefully he'll be ready.
Hopefully
for
he'll be
next
back
game.
on the field before like close to the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. A very interesting week in NFL. We still all didn't win our parlays, but we're still trotting along.
Hey, hopefully y'all win one parlay at least. One of y'all.
The one game all
I'm
season,
hoping,
Derrick Henry doesn't get a touchdown.
Eagles are looking good. Bucks are on the rise, and
That's very true.
every other team needs to
Lock in,
be afraid,
understand.
lock in.
Yeah.
But you know, we at least our 2 teams brought the pain this week, and here's "Bring the Pain" by Method Man, ladies and gentlemen.
And we are back. If anybody remembers that song, let us know on our social media.
Classic.
Um,
What is our social media?
Well, you know,
Do we?
I think we have a Discord out there, which
We
is kind of a social media platform, kind of like an AOL chat room.
AOL.
Talking about showing your age there, buddy. Now he's going to say it kind of reminds me like MySpace.
Dude, were you friends with Tom too?
I'm too young to know what that joke means.
What do you mean?
You got
All right, you're like
mail.
2. Like 21. Yeah, I guess.
Anyways,
21.
ladies,
21.
But it's the weekly roundup is what the Discord.
Yeah, the Discord is Discord is a community
It's like an AOL
platform.
chat room.
Yeah, it's like a chat room. And if you want the link to that, you can find any of us on Instagram or TikTok at.
Mr. Misinformation on TikTok. My Instagram is for my friends only.
There you go. Oh, got you. My
that why
Instagram is
you blocked
not. I make music, so my Instagram is for everyone. It's a safe space for everybody. At Vince Vibes, VINCEVIBESS. That is also on TikTok or other platforms. You know, you keep the Facebook private. You know, that's what I've always
You
thought.
use Facebook?
For my
Yeah,
family.
Facebook's for family.
Boomer
Like
connected.
Yeah.
I
There's a boomer
have
in the house,
boomers in my
ladies and
family.
Same here.
I'm sorry you don't have a family.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Shimmy, I'm sorry for you.
No, I'm sorry too. Family is a rough thing sometimes, as anyone would know.
I wouldn't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Steven, what's your socials?
Where can we find you, Steven?
On Instagram, you can find me _SC015 or YouTube.com SC015.
Anthony.
My Instagram's a public place too. I do literally nothing on there, but it's just my name, Anthony.Posada. I don't have a personality yet. I don't have a handle yet.
We're getting there. We're Anthony is on the one-way track to becoming a radio personality superstar. He's already almost there. Look at him. He's in this spot. He's in this chair.
He's in a blanket.
I have my blanket.
posted.
I had my glasses. Hold on.
He's got his John Lennon glasses. Oh, he's in the house. So what was it like making the most irritating band of all time?
I think we're
Can
bigger
you
than God.
imagine? Anyways, Dustin, this is
All
Drama
right.
Digest.
This is Drama Digest. Foot up that. Oh no! It looks like somebody put something lewd in my full
my
title
goodness,
of on my
Steven,
script today.
What was that?
But that's
Steven?
all right.
Hey, no, hey,
I
you
can work
started a
around.
fight, I ended it.
Steven,
No, we have some
Steven,
beef.
can we be professional? We're
We
on
have
air.
some beef between co-hosts here.
Whoa.
I mean, I
some
just
Drake,
wanna-
Kendrick, Lamar action. Which one are you?
Well, you know,
Wow.
it's funny you mentioned that because we're actually going to get into that. But first, we're going to talk about
was completely
something else, man. Things are not looking good for Conor McGregor these days.
Oh man, tell us who Conor McGregor is if people don't know.
Conor McGregor is, of course, UFC superstar. Here's the champ a few times, if I'm not mistaken. He's also the guy that made
Yes.
Proper 12, which is not the best whiskey, but also not the worst whiskey, and is on my whiskey drinking competition list.
There at James Joyce. not
There,
a
right there at
sponsor.
James Joyce, not a sponsor.
But right at 8th Avenue.
But yeah, you know, he was the biggest guy in the UFC game for a while. Speaking of UFC games, he was also in every EA UFC game for the past several years. But you know, I don't know if you keep up with them, but if you do, you'll notice every once in a while there'll be there'll be a scandal with them to some degree or another. A lot of them, which is kind of him being a chill, silly guy, right? But some of them weren't, and he was recently found liable in civil court in Ireland. He has to pay $250,000 US. That's about 257,000 euro. In restitution to a woman that says that he SA'd her. Not sure if I can say that on air.
That is a very sad scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Innocent until proven guilty, and he
was proven
guilty.
Well, he was proven criminally liable because this isn't the criminal
right,
court.
it is civil court, but take that what you will. I will.
That
take
also
it
happened
as,
to another very high-profile person, but things are looking pretty good for them these days. So who knows what it really means?
I know, but I see it as that he's pretty much guilty for it. If he's found liable in some degree for damages done to her.
Well, he is definitely criminally liable, and we can't say that. But you know, the things keep getting worse for old Conor because we're talking about some games he's been in. Well, did you know? Let me start off asking this actually. Who here played the new Hitman?
I played a little bit of it. I know what it is.
I seen it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
I played it a little bit too, but I never played this DLC mission in which Agent 47 has to hunt down Conor McGregor. They put his likeness in there. They've got him doing his little walk, you know. And
doing his little walk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
he does that little strut.
That's what UFC superstar Conor McGregor is known for his little walk.
I guess if they do that, you know.
That's how you know it's him.
That's how you know. But
there always have to be settlements. Anyway, though, he was.
Oh my goodness. Me Lucky Charms.
Was that British?
I don't know.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms, ain't they?
Steven, we don't associate with the other side of the table.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, he's in there, he's doing his little walk in his motion cap suit and everything. Well, IO Interactive, the company that, of course, makes Hitman, they planned to come out with an expansion to that DLC. It looks like maybe he slipped away in the last one because they wanted to bring him back. It was already all set up. Only thing is, after this finding in court, Hitman, or the IO team, went to their official Hitman Twitter account, and, well, they dropped him. They said, in light of McGregor's legal troubles and a civil trial verdict against him, IO Interactive is removing McGregor's content from Hitman starting today. So, we might not be seeing too much.
I think they should have kept them in. I feel like a lot more people would have rushed to try and hit Conor McGregor.
That's
in the
hilarious.
game.
That would open up a lot of like strange, interesting opportunities for the Hitman series, right? You get throw Matt Gates in there. Shout out Matt Gates, not a sponsor. But he is on Cameo now. So if you want Matt Gates to say anything, you can find him on Cameo.
Which is a crazy turn of events.
Well, it reminds me of George Santos, who also went on Cameo.
Crazy turn of events there too. The guy
is Cameo the move, guys?
Cameo is the way for
Santos.
celebrities to make money fast. Yeah.
Island Boys are on there too.
Yeah, everybody.
It's a who's who of horrible people.
Can we get a Cameo to introduce the radio show every week?
So that is something that I looked into. Against the terms of service, you have to pay them for a commercial one, which is like thousands of dollars. Because the personal ones, I want to use them for another show I was doing too. Not allowed.
Well, what if we like pictured it as something else, like like said,
yeah. If we imagine that it's a personal one, and they imagine it's a personal
to the
one.
Weekly Roundup.
Lord help me.
As long as we're both imagining something commercial, then it's not private. Oh wait, the other way around.
Right.
Private. Then it's not commercial.
You get that YouTube personality. I don't know if you guys ever knew him. It was just like a guy who was always in the studio. He'd be like, "Congratulations, congratulations."
I don't know who you're talking
You
about.
gotta look that guy up. That's all he does, and people will love him for it.
Well, congratulations to him. But somebody who is not the type to say congratulations and instead maybe start some legal action is a guy like Drake.
Yeah.
We've talked about this at length, so we don't need to go over the same ground too much. But Not Like Us, pretty big sensation, obviously.
As you know, if you just listen to Daily Rap.
Not something Drake enjoyed very much, but instead of tipping his hat to Kendrick and saying, well, you got me, he did something a little bit different. He alleges that Universal and Spotify falsely inflated Kendrick Lamar's diss track by using pretty much bots. Now, he began some legal action against Universal Music Corporation, or Group, and Spotify, alleging they conspired to falsely pump up the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, and allegations that Universal calls offensive and untrue. The filing says that Universal launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with a song, Not Like Us, in order to make that song go viral, including using bots and pay-to-play agreements. Said the company and Spotify have long-standing symbiotic business relationships, and alleges that Universal Music offered special licensing rates to Spotify for the song. The petition also says that Universal has fired employees seen as loyal to Drake in an apparent effort to conceal its schemes. Now, a disclaimer for that story and the McGregor story as well. All information comes directly from the Associated Press.
Well, I think Drake is just trying to compensate for the defeat here in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Mustard went on to say this producer of Not Like Us and TV Off, if y'all don't know, he said that this wasn't very street of him to do. This is kind of the weak option to make a court case against him.
Did you ever see the young video of Drake where he's talking to some other kids and they're talking about like Toronto slang and they're saying how it is and they're like, oh, that's interesting, and Drake goes, no, it's not, it's ignorant.
Yes.
Dude, honestly, I think if Drake just needs to shut up.
Yes.
He just needs to not do anything and people will move on.
Right.
Yes.
And I think him constantly egging it on is only going to worsen the situation for him here. And we'll see how it all works out. But if Drake proves this is true, it'll look really good in his favor.
Yep. If not, it's and he's just gonna dig a hole more deeper than he already
But
has.
no matter what, he's already lost
Yeah.
the street, as
this-
they call it.
This is a wild conspiracy theory. They're purging Drake loyalists from Universal Music. I mean, what is this? The federal government?
Is there Drake loyalists at UMG to begin with? There's people whose sole job is.
Those Drake stands
Drake
have
defenders?
infiltrated every fabric, every strata of
They
our
say
society.
1 in 4 people is a Drake fan. Oh.
I know it's
Like
not me.
January 6th.
Who is it?
I listen to his music, but I'm not
It's
that
Steve
level.
Hudson.
There it is. There it
I
is.
said I'm not
Did
that
he do a
level.
Did he do a Hakuna Matata cover? Hakuna.
As y'all know, Steven loves the movie Lion
He
King.
really does.
Dude, Mufasa's coming out.
And it was
Mufasa
like
is
just-
coming out.
Mufasa's coming out?
Yeah. Was it next year? Or this
This
I don't
Steven,
I don't know,
remember?
Steven. I
I
don't
keep looking at you. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Mufasa's coming out soon. It could be this year or the start of next year.
Congratulations to Mufasa, and we wish him all the best in this new chapter of his life. Now, speaking of new chapters, we're going to move on, I think, to our last segment right after our final song break.
I bet we
Well,
won't.
this is-
I bet we won't.
actually don't. It's a 10:50. We have 5 minutes left here. I
Do we
think-
want to skip the song? We can throw it straight to Anthony
yeah, I
and show
think
his
we should throw
spotlight
it straight to
right
Anthony.
here on HCC Hawk Radio.
That's fine. Then
I was about to say.
I'll correct myself then.
Where
Listen.
can we find it? I think Primo Stream, right? Hawk
Yeah,
Radio.
Don't
Primo Stream.
don't put the .com.
That-
Throw it away. Give it to someone that it needs.
Click it,
important.
lock it, put it in
Yeah.
your pocket, but carry it to the garbage. Don't carry it with you.
No. Put it in an incinerator. Don't put it in the garbage.
That's
Put it
or a pig farm.
Incinerator.
Take it to a
Oh my
pig farm.
goodness.
They'll devour
better.
everything.
That's 10 times
The
better.
Elon Musk, not a flamethrower that he sold a
sponsor.
couple of years ago.
Sorry.
Flame with that, you know.
Yes, Elon Musk did do that.
He did do that.
All right, Anthony.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
Not in a good way.
No, don't. Not in a good way. Don't shout out Elon Musk. Boo.
All the companies, boo.
All right, Anthony. What
Anyway.
we got going?
Anyway, all right. I'll correct myself first and foremost. Mufasa's coming out December 20th of this year.
Yes!
Oh, we all gotta go see
Boys
it.
trip to Mufasa.
Hey, let's go.
Are we
That's
gonna wear
be
suits or are we gonna wear
Anthony's
onesies?
last semester. That'll be our
Oh yeah, that'll be the send off. We
That'll
go watch
be the
Mufasa.
send-off.
Wait,
dog.
next month?
No, yeah, no, not next. Yeah, no, it's this year. It's this year.
Oh,
It's
I
this
thought it was next year. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna go see it in a couple weeks now.
4 tickets to Mufasa, please.
4 tickets, please.
Speaking of next
What are
year,
you doing when these 4 fine gentlemen walk up on you to go see Mufasa?
we all gotta wear suits,
All right.
right? He keeps trying to throw it back to me. I appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry.
I'm trying
Throwing
to.
it back.
Oh, keep,
Alright.
I don't want to keep talking about Disney though.
No, let's
Did you
not.
guys ever watch Slumdog Millionaire? You guys know about it?
Yeah.
I do, of course.
If you don't know about it, it's a movie about this poor Indian guy who uses his like life experience to win. I think he wins. I didn't see the whole movie, but he definitely he wins.
Becomes a millionaire. In
in the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Apparently, they're thinking about making a second movie, a sequel.
Oh man,
to
is he
it.
going to be the host in this one?
I don't know. There's not a lot of information on it just yet. I only just saw it today. I think the news dropped today. That first of all, that movie premiered in 2008.
Jesus.
It won Best Picture and Best Director, among with 6 other Oscars. But I mean, the sequel I think is slated for next year. Go ahead. Oh, the sequel is slated for next year. I don't know what a sequel would even be about.
It could be about how people who come upon a lot of money quickly lose it. It could just be him spending the $1 million.
Millionaire slummed. It's the opposite of it.
Millionaire slummed.
The millionaire slummed.
I mean, regardless, I don't think it's not gonna hit like the first movie.
No.
I think that was lightning in a bottle that they're not gonna be able to replicate.
No way.
Right. Another lightning in the bottle that's not getting replicated is Wicked, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked just came out to, pretty mediocre reviews and.
Movie based on a Broadway show, by the way.
Yeah.
Those never work. We got Cats.
Based
we got
on
this.
a Broadway show with no singing, so even the Broadway people are mad. How so?
Oh yeah, I saw that. They didn't want you to sing in the theaters or something.
Right.
But the only reason I put it on this list is because Ariana Grande is in it, and she's not looking well these days.
Well, shout out Ariana Grande. We love Ariana Grande on this.
We just want her to get better.
Yeah.
She looks really.
Well, yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Might be that Ozempic again.
No, we can't.
Alright,
we can't
my
make
boys.
any assumptions.
We can't make any claims.
About anything like that here at the Weekly Roundup. We're not medical professionals.
Yeah.
But I think we had a really good show
Yep,
here today,
yep.
ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen here and ladies and gentlemen listening.
It was definitely one of our top 11.
Top
agree.
11. We have 2 more shows after this, ladies and gentlemen, so please keep listening to us here at hawkradio.streamostream. The Weekly Roundup will be back next Tuesday at 10 a.m. and we'll be ready for y'all. See ya.
See you then.
Peace.